Seems like we talked about this yesterday. Your year just flies. Because now as this cave is opening, Allah is giving to us, because these surahs are guiding us into the reality of where we're headed, into the heart of Prophet. Allah then gives to us the realities of Ta and Sin. Ta we know from Tahir al-Hadi, Sayyidina Taha, Tahir al-Hadi, most purified guide of Allah and hidayat. This guide is so pure, it's a fire, because fire burns all impurity, right? The beatific reality that Allah is giving to us is the immensity of its purity. It's not a light, because light is a reflection. Allah drawing our reality towards this is a fire, this is a source of light. Nurun Allah nur, not of the east, not of the west, but bringing its own reality. So the Nur Allah describes even more detail about that, Sirajan Munira. But this Ta and its purified reality like a purified fire, and the Sin is the secret and source of all knowledges and secrets, the sir. That this immense fire, this immense reality of the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad that you are now going to be moving into, Qur'an is now drawing us into that reality. And Allah giving that the sir and the secret of every reality is here. Because the next set of 9 is Yaqeen, which is the heart. Ta'seen is the purified fire, and the Sin is the secret, because the Sin has ilmu yaqeen, aynu yaqeen, haqqu yaqeen. And every knowledge has a secret, and every secret has a knowledge in it. Nur al-Anwar wa Sirat al-Asrar. The light of every secret, and He is the secret of every light. Ta-Sin. Just for us to understand what is this fire being made out of, Allah Tahir al-Hadi. There is nothing more pure than this. Because of its purity, Allah describes later in Qur'an that I created creation in truth. Because I didn't use a dirty light, a mixed light, a crooked light. I didn't make a fake light, like we said last night. Everything with them they talk of deception. Allah said, no, this creation is created in truth by immensely purified light that you can't imagine, I can't imagine. We don't have any understanding of that purity. It's purity beyond imagination, and it is Nur al-Anwar wa Sirat al-Asrar. It is the source of every secret, and every secret finds its reality in that. It's comprised of, the Sin is comprised of ilmu yaqeen, aynu yaqeen, haqqu yaqeen. Means what? If you're not fed ilmu yaqeen, you're not going to ever reach this fountain and this reality. If you're sitting and the knowledge is being taught to you or not ilmu yaqeen, how are you going to reach any of this? Oh, they just take me. No, they don't take anybody. Has to be a dress upon the soul, right? How are you going to catch fire if I don't put the fire on you? Says, no, you're just going to jump onto me. How is it going to jump onto you? So how you catch fire is that ilmu yaqeen has to start coming towards you, because knowledges are food. So we feed. Are we being fed from realities? where I sit in the associations of ilmu yaqeen, not the associations of nonsense talk, but knowledges that are actually feeding my soul from the oceans of certainty. We've described this 100 times, but you never know when somebody it clicks in their heart that I think I understand what you're finally talking about. Ilmu yaqeen, then the shaykh has to be, if he's the shaykh of this reality, not every shaykh is like this, not every corner store has the same. The shaykh has to then be qualified and have ijazah to teach you aynu yaqeen. Aynu yaqeen, in which to receive these ancient knowledges, ayn, and teach you how to open your ayn, how to open your vision, so that you're taking realities and opening through your heart and through your soul is the only place that can contain this reality. You put it on the paper as a placeholder to burn into your soul, not on your phone, not anywhere else. This ilmu yaqeen, as the shaykhs are talking, from their soul is a laser being burned into the soul of those whom listen. In presence, time and distance means nothing. Wherever they are, whenever they turn that talk on, that laser begins to etch itself and burn into the soul of that servant. Then they have to train with the shaykh. That's when you understood the cryptos and the technology, aynu yaqeen, right? You got the app version, but you have to still connect to the storage units, because the encryption's in the shaykh's soul. If you don't make your connection, connect your heart so that from his heart he can reach into your heart and begin to configure your encryption. So far you only heard it through your ears. But as soon as you make your tafakkur for aynu yaqeen, the vision of certainty, well, that must be a very authorized station to gain certainty. So that when you're connecting, their light comes, their light begins to scan, see the correctness of the individual. Before it can begin to download, there has to be codes being coming in. If you're off on your codes, your seed words are off, the wallet doesn't open. And then they tell you, keep practicing, keep giving, keep doing your khatmat. Then ilmu yaqeen, aynu yaqeen, what it made for you, an entire new universe is being made for you. Now the sciences will come and begin to teach you that, right? That in any moment entire universes can come into existence. Your whole new, what are they're calling it? Their sciences have this information now. Like parallel universe. In one dimension you're here, you don't know anything, you go to Taco Bell. As soon as they begin to give you knowledges, as soon as you learned how to meditate, something now became a haqq for you. We talked about lateral and forward movement. You just merely moved through a parda, it's a completely different existence Allah gives to you, completely different. Your knowledges and realities are dressing you in a completely different understanding. Based on that, your association of your soul now with completely different individuals from Allah's believing servant, Buddha, Nujab, Nuqab, Awtad wal Akhyar, Malaika wa Jinn. The knowledges that come change the vibration of an individual of haqqaiqs. They open the ayn and their vision, they make the connection. Every haqq that Allah addresses them, they're moving in different universes and pardas. And that's why people look at them 20 years later, they don't even know, who are you? Well, you look like you came from a different planet. You're in a different existence, but you have the ability to move back and forth. You have the ability to move in space and time in these pardas and these realities. Some people meditate and hours go missing. It's a timeless dimension. If they connect their heart and Prophet keep them, by the time they come back they don't understand where 4 hours went. Because in one you're sitting here on the carpet, where Allah taking you with your soul and all the others. One version was only described of paradise, that the halaqas are circles of paradise. A circle of paradise has no time. So what's happening now in this halaqah? Do you leave the halaqah? It's paradise. How long have you been in that paradise and in that halaqah? What did Allah dress you in that halaqah? In the circle of paradise. You only know from your physical reality. So you come back saying, okay, I got a little bit tired, I went home. But those whom their hearts are open, they experience many things in these halaqas. They go many places. Some come back with lots of information, because the body is just a vehicle, the rider's on a journey. But most people they're locked in their cars, they're just sitting there in their car. But the body was just a vehicle to come. You were supposed to open the heart and the soul and travel. So it means these are immense realities of haqqaiq. So ta'seen is an immense fire in reality. Right? This was then the fire where Sayyidina Musa saw. When he set out, he saw fire. Oh, that's not a fire. Right? And then Allah described that Nabi Musa he said, I saw a fire, I'm going to go to that fire to get some warmth and to get some knowledges. So when people say, well who said Allah's a fire? So Qur'an says Allah gave an example of a fire. This is the very fire and portal that Sayyidina Musa saw. One time when Allah giving to Ummah Muhammad come in, live in here, operate in here, and this is your abode. What was given to Sayyidina Musa was one time. And that's why Prophet described, no, there are people in my community, these people of tafakkur. 1 hour of their tafakkur is like 70 years of worship for other people, because they are continuously in that portal of the fire in which Allah said, this is a holy place and I am Allah. Why? Because this is the purified fire of the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. What Allah swears by this fire now? Yeah, it's heavy and long. Ta'seen, tilka ayat al-Qur'an. But the subject is ta'seen. They write in English very bad. These are the verses of the Qur'an. No, that's not what it says. Allah's swearing by ta'seen for us to understand what is ta'seen. It's an ayah of Qur'an. This fire you're seeing is a sign of the Qur'an, because the heart of Prophet must be an immensely purified fire to represent the Divinely speech of Allah. Manzil Qur'an, the Qur'an is coming out from the heart of Prophet in the world of light. What type of fire is that heart? What type of purity is that heart that Allah will speak through it? Continuously, everything is the power of Qur'an is coming from the heart of Prophet. So Allah is now swearing by it that this is ayatul Qur'an. The fire, the one that has no mass, is the sign of Qur'an, and the light that you see of him wal kitab al-mubin. The Prophet so is the kitab Allah, the clear book of Allah, kitab al-mubin. Means that which you see is the kitab al-mubin, the clear book, because the soul that you're going into. But the fire, it's not created, Allah's words are not created. Allah's ancient words moving through a flame in the heart of Prophet, that is a sign of Qur'an that you're entering in now to the immense realities of Holy Qur'an.